Hey, what's up everybody? George here, and we're back with another unboxing. Well, today we're going to be unboxing Blade's MCPX version 2. Now you may be saying, you already have a version 1, is it really worth it to buy the version 2? Well, actually I had to buy the version 2. The version 1 was an awesome winter flyer, got me through the winter, over 300 flights on that thing, but it's definitely seeing its age, and more recently I started having some problems with the 4-in-1 board, so I just said I'm going to go out and buy a new one, and I bought the V2, which is what they're selling now. Now the V2 has some swash plate dampering. They did upgrade it to a 30C battery, which is definitely a good thing in my book. They've done some improvements to the AS3 technology. It doesn't vibrate as much when it takes off, from what I'm told. So there are some new features and some new changes. They've increased the diameter of the tail rotor for a little bit more tail authority. So there are some improvements, and let's go ahead and see what comes in this box. I'm assuming it's going to be pretty close to the original. I'm going to go ahead and get the styrofoam packaging out of the box so you don't have to watch me struggle with it, and we'll get on with the unboxing. Okay, we're back. I've got the styrofoam packaging out of the box, and we're ready to get on with the unboxing. In the top of the box, as with all Blade products, we have the bag of goodies. First thing out of the bag is the manual. If you're a new user, I would suggest you go through the manual, and even us old users can read it through and refresh our memory. Next thing out of the bag is smart binding information. This card basically tells you that when you're going to be binding your helicopter, make sure that you leave your radio on for 5 or 6 seconds to make sure that you secure 2 channels. Next is the LiPo charging and care information and disclaimer. Talks about LiPo batteries. They've also included their disc. I really like that they're including these. It has repair instructions on it, as well as the manuals. I used to go and download all the PDF manuals for each of the models that I bought, but now don't have to do it. They've already given it to me on a disc. There's the toolkit. The toolkit contains a couple of screwdrivers, some grommets for the canopy, and most importantly, some links. One of the nice things about the MCPX2 is that when it crashes, instead of destroying itself, it pops the links off, and usually you lose them. And finally, the set of speed blades. The speed blades is if you're not going to be doing any acrobatics. I kind of like the regular blades myself, but they do include both, so you can go either way with it. Opening up the box looks very familiar. First thing out of the box, it's the Selectric charger, standard charger that comes with all of Blade's products. And what I do like about this is they have included a wall charger. I don't like putting batteries in battery chargers myself. It does come with a battery, and this is a 200 milliamp 30C battery. They've definitely upped it a little bit, so I want to see how this performs. There's an adapter for the battery charger so that you can charge the batteries. And finally, the Blade MCPX itself. It looks very much like its predecessor, but let's take it downstairs. Let's put it on the bench and take a closer look, okay? Okay. Here we have the MCPX V2 straight out of the box, and looking at the looks and design, it looks very familiar, just like the original MCPX. It has the nice red and blue canopy. I've always liked this canopy. One day I may get the green canopy, but for right now it looks really nice, and it does have the matching tail stabilizer. You can see that the prop is a little bit bigger on the back for a little bit more tail authority. I'm definitely liking that. As you can see, I have the standard blades on here, the ones that come with it right out of the box, and it looks very good, looks very familiar. I like the very tough and rugged landing gear. I know that after all my flights, I've never went through a set of landing gear. So let's go ahead and pop the canopy off and take a little bit closer look under the hood. Okay, we got the canopy off, and we can take a little closer look under the hood, first thing that we can see is very, very well designed, very compact and efficient, and very light. That's what gives us this great power to weight ratio that allows these little things to do the things that they do. It does have the proprietary AS3X board on there. I do like the way that they've designed it. They've designed it around a flyer who's going to be making repairs, because us pilots that fly every day know that crashes are a fact of life. Everything is modular. You can replace each of the servos. They have their own board. They plug into the motherboard. Very, very nice design. They have put dampers on the swash plate. I definitely am in favor for that. Keep it a little bit more stable. Overall, the look is very, very identical to the original, but I guess if it ain't broke, don't fix it applies here. The changes that they've made are ones that we've been asking for, and they did it. So let's go ahead and get this puppy in the air and do a maiden flight on it, and we'll talk about it after that. Okay, we're here in the conference room at work and getting ready to give the MCPX V2 its maiden flight. This is replacing my original MCPX, which has given me plenty of enjoyable flights here in the conference room, and it just got a little too worn out. So let's see what this new baby does. We'll get it in the air and take it from there. Well, the first thing I notice is there's no shimmy shake when I take off. The original, when I took off, it would always do a little shake, a little tail shake and body shake, and seems to be perfectly stable. I think that's due to the improvements in the AS3X technology. Right off the bat, I can tell it seems very, very tight, a lot tighter, a lot less sloppy than my old one. Let's bring it for some nose in here. But it seems very responsive, very stable. Look at that. Give it a little pyro. Snap to it. Very nice. It's nice having something this tight again. Very nice. Pirouette rate is good. Let's take her for a little circuit around the room and see how she does. Keep her for a nice slow circuit. Widen it out a little bit. Flying very nice. I'm really liking how tight it feels and how much more control I have over it compared to the old MCPX. I mean, it feels like I have total control. I like it. Just locks right in. Feels very dialed in. I'm definitely not going to try to get it going too fast in the conference room. We'll do some speed runs with it on the first opportunity I get to take it outdoors and see how it flies. But even flying in the conference room, where it's more precision flying than it is speed flying, it's doing a great job. Once again, Blade has come to the table with another great product. I can definitely see 300 more flights. Very tight. It snaps. That's something that I miss on the old MCPX. I definitely feel like I have a lot more control. I'm really enjoying it. So let's go ahead and land it, and then we'll do a little comment and review and call this a wrap. Okay, so we've unboxed it, we put it on a bench, took a closer look, took it out for a maiden flight. What are the overall thoughts of it at this point? Still a great helicopter. Wonderful conference room flyer. We know it can fly outdoors. Awesome little product. Is the version 2 that much different than the version 1? Well, I noticed a big difference, but I don't know if that was the difference between version 2 and version 1, or going from my old MCPX with over 300 flights and a lot of slop to a real tight brand new helicopter. This really did feel responsive, and it was a blast to fly. So once again, thanks for watching, everybody, and as always, happy flying, friends.